The Outer Banks of North Carolina. What is it about OBX that is popularly known that has been charming visitors and residents for generations? Last year alone, it hosted a record number with nearly 4 million visits. Is it its unique location as a series of barrier islands separating the Atlantic Ocean and the mainland North Carolina? Or is it its wide open, pristine sandy beaches that stretch over 100 miles long? Or is it its load of offshore fun and a wide variety of outdoor activities that are well suited for everyone? We've found out that OBX is more than just a beach destination and vacation house rentals. It is also home to so many things aside from having the best beach in America. From the tallest active sand dune system in the eastern United States to the tallest brick lighthouse in the US. It is also home to modern aviation, the first successful airplane flights. OBX is also home of the Lost Colony, the greatest mystery in all of American history, perhaps the oldest cold case in America. And it is also home to the so-called graveyard of the Atlantic, a hazardous section off the coast with more than 5,000 shipwrecks recorded due to the shifting underwater sand called diamond shoals. The Outer Banks of North Carolina is full of history, mystery, beauty, and wonder. Join us as we journey from the distant past to the present in this sun-kissed eastern section of the United States of America. So we're now here at the Wright Brothers National Memorial, where the world's first successful airplane flight was achieved by the brothers Wilbur and Orville. So this is located in Kitty Hawk, here in one of the towns of the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Kitty Hawk is memorialized as the birthplace of modern aviation. So as you can see, this is one of the replicas of the original airplane constructed by Wilbur and Orville. The other replica is in the museum, and the original is at the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. The Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, are generally credited in building and flying this fixed-wing powered flight airplane. They made the first controlled sustained flight at a heavier-than-air aircraft on December 3rd, 1903. Wilbur and Orville are from Dayton, Ohio, but I could understand now why they came here to Kitty Hawk, because of the windy conditions here, and also this used to be sand dunes. With the tall sand dunes, it is perfect for their scientific experimentation. The granite boulder and replica monorail mark the lift-off point of those 4 flights. The numbered markers are the terminating point. Since soft sand prohibited launching with conventional wheels, the Wright Flyer was placed on a 60-foot monorail with its landing skids resting on a wheeled truck. Once the engine started, the Flyer was released and slid down the rail until it gained enough speed to lift into the air. If we only have enough time, then we can walk up to that monument over there. And from there you can see a nice view of the town of Kitty Hawk, Kill Devil, and beyond. And this is where they stayed, Orville and Wilbur, while they were here and doing their scientific experimentation. So from the lift-off point, we're gonna walk to the first attempt, the second, the third, and hopefully the last one. It's just really hot here. So that was the end of the first flight. The time, 12 seconds, distance, 120 feet. The pilot was Orville. Just a short distance was the end of the second flight, about 12 seconds, and the distance is about 175 feet. The pilot was Wilbur. And this was the end of the third flight. The time, 15 seconds, distance about 200 feet, and the pilot was Orville. This was the end of the fourth flight, about 59 seconds, and the distance 852 feet. On December 17, 1903, the pilot was Wilbur. So that date marks the pivotal point in the history of modern aviation. The world's first successful airplane flight was achieved, and the world will never be the same again. It's so surreal walking on this path. It's the reason why I'm able to travel now wherever I want to travel on a budget. So we are on our way to Jockey's Ridge State Park in Nags Head. Our hotel is in Kildeville. It's about 6 o'clock, 6:22 right now, but Jockey's Ridge will be open until 9 p.m. I believe it's only during summer, and it's also not that hot at this time now. So we are now here at Jockey's Ridge State Park, the tallest sand dune on the Atlantic coast. Before reaching the massive sand dunes, there's this 360-foot boardwalk with exhibit explaining the sand dunes ecology. Gray fox can be seen here too. Line is behind. You okay? It's actually harder to walk than I thought. And it's a steep climb here. You need to have a good footwear here, but some are walking barefoot, and I have slippers, but I think it's better to be barefooted. How was it? That was okay, but you will be rewarded with this view. Look at this. This is a massive sand dune. So it's called the living sand dune because it changes. The sand dunes moves actually with the wind. In winter time, I think it's the wind blows from the northeast, and in summer it blows from the southwest, I believe. So basically the sand goes back and forth, and sometimes the ridge can go as high as 60 feet. So this is a good location for kite flying or just sightseeing and viewing the sunset. And there are hang gliding lessons here too, offered by some vendors in the park. So we'll try to get to that side. I think that's the highest ridge. So there's more people now waiting for the sunset, but it's really nice just, hanging around
and
here.
breezy too.
Yeah, it's so different from earlier today. Earlier was like scorching heat while we were in Roanoke Island and
The Wright Brothers.
So we've met some Filipinos from Pampanga, and they're from Maryland here, and so it was nice talking to them. That's it for now. This is Lino.
And Line.
Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Join us soon in our park. Ocracoke Island and the lighthouses of OBX. Have a very blessed day.